baby. Let's get some music on. Come on now. Oh my God, even the internet cannot handle this. The internet's like screaming, saying, oh my God, the video's coming and going. We're going to make this happen no matter what today. Come on now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you show up. Because if you show up, you will rise up. That's what we want. Every single soul. Let's bring it home. Come on, let's go. Get that energy up, because you know what? It's not about just sitting down and taking information. It's about feeling information and creating transformation.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alrighty. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Love Money Mindset Show.
Thanks for joining us.
This is where you can learn to have it all.
You can.
Because you totally can, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Why settle for just one when you can have the whole thing? Do it, people, do it.
I'll tell you what. Today we're really, really blessed because we've got some really good friends of ours on here who are also our business partners. And these guys are not just some ordinary human beings. And like we said before, if you read the post, you would see that these guys are heart-centered leaders. These guys are,
extraordinary.
They are. And, when you take extraordinary action in life, you really receive powerful, great, excellent rewards.
Absolutely.
As opposed to someone who just decides to take excellent action,
That's right.
They get poor rewards in today's day and age.
That's right. Without action, you receive nothing.
Yep.
So this is all about implementation, taking action, and the doing. Yeah.
My queen is always about making sure you can take action, and integrity is everything, right? Words can be spoken, but if those words are not backed up with action, how do you justify that? How do you justify integrity? So today we've got these really, really amazing souls. These guys are heart-centered entrepreneurs. They're business owners, and they're not just business owners for making sales and making money. These guys are true entrepreneurs in their blood. They're making a difference on the planet. They're really shifting humanity, especially now during this whole tough time of COVID-19, etc. These guys are really, really making a lot of movement.
And what I personally love about them is it's not about the sales, it's about the service, It's about the heart. It's not just about getting those sales out there, but it's about how to impact lives, how to end poverty, and how to do it with a loving, conscious heart. I love it.
Absolutely. So, it's a privilege to listen to them today. We're going to go with some action punched questions. We're going to keep these guys on timeline because they're so passionate. Some of you have already seen them hang out with us on our show. They've come before, so they're repeat guests. But you've seen the power of all those guys, but also you're seeing some new faces today, and they're passionate, so they don't keep quiet. They will keep going. So our job is to make sure we can keep these guys intact with what they need to share, because they're going to be bouncing. Today's a very special day. 15th of December is a very special day.
You bet. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
So let's make sure we make the most of it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead, I want you guys to watch this one bit. Welcome one more time to the Love Money Mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for two special human beings. Carlos Sequeira.
How is everybody going, baby? It's about to go down. I'm a magician. Look at that. You see that? The Asian guy that goes in the suit in American Idol. Look at that. A Brazilian guy.
We love you, my brother. Welcome to the show once again, Carlos, and a big grand welcome also to our first-time guest, Joe Natoli. These guys, today you guys are going to get ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you bet.
I'll tell you what, these boys are in a hurry. They've got things to do. Today is the 15th of December. There are a lot of things happening in the world. There are massive launches happening around the world amongst companies.
We're about to tell you about it.
And today you're here to witness something just before one of the launches that are taking place on the 15th.
Yeah.
For us in Australia, it is already the 15th. But for many of you in the US or in Europe, you're still, waiting for the 15th to show up for you.
Yeah.
So we can tell you the future.
Yeah, we sure can.
It is mighty bright. We can guarantee you that now. Okay, so we just want to get started with introductions. Today we're doing it differently. Normally we do a one-on-one, but today we have a panel. So on the panel, we've got Carlos Sequeira, also AKA Carlos Inspire, right? The man who actually transforms and shifts humanity. You see it, you hear it, you feel it. We can hear his thunder from all the way in California. We feel it here in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, but the best thing is that it's heart first.
That's right.
There's no ego. It's all heart. It's all integrity. And that's what a real leader is.
Oh, me. I tell you what, that's so true. And then you've got someone on the other side of the scale, a man who is silent, a man who is a silent, quiet achiever. He's a man of few words, but when he says them, he gives up. There's this punch to his words, and he comes from a space of heart. Like there's this genuine love about this man that we have felt with him from day one.
Yeah.
That's why it's a privilege to be wanting to work with both these gentlemen today.
Yeah, he's the silent achiever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a big turn on for a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs. So, so without further ado, let's kick it off. We'll get you guys to briefly introduce yourselves, fill in the gaps, because then we want to dive right into sharing and asking some questions about what's going on and why people can have it all. Whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's mindset with G999. That's the main hot topic, guys. We've seen a lot of people struggle.
Yeah.
We've seen, and you'll hear some struggle stories today. We'll get these guys to share that. But we've seen a lot of you are struggling, or people who are struggling in the last 11 months with all COVID. And there's one thing for sure. I'm going to say this right up front. Bearer of bad news, but an angel of true. Here's what it is. COVID's not going anywhere. It ain't going anywhere. That's the truth. That's the bad news. But you know what? We can turn that bad news into such amazing blessings, because what we have done and the amount of people we've helped in such a short span of time is where we've shown and proven that the proof is in the pudding of this whole thing being a blessing. Right, Belle?
Right. That's exactly right. You've just got to be prepared. No matter what, come what may, you've got to be financially prepared and make sure that your family is financially secure. And we're going to show you how.
Exactly. So let's take it away. Let's get started. Let's welcome our first guest on the panel, and then we'll go to Joe. Let's go with Carlos Sequeira, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Give it up. Yeah, baby.
What's up, guys? I got my friends and family fired up. They messaging me right now, and they say, "Carlos, it's only 20 hours on the clock." I'm like, "I told you, 20 hours, baby." My dream, right? A long time ago, I used to tell my grandma, and just to put a little bit of story behind it. It was pretty bad. You guys think you got it pretty bad right now? My father died in a car explosion. I was just a baby. My stepfather was murdered. I was physically abused and tortured as a little kid. You think that was not even done yet? I seen very, very horrible things growing up. Seen kids, some of my friends die. And I would go on rice for 90 days at a time. And I would ask my grandma sometimes, because I used to be angry, be hate and pissed off. And I say, "Grandma, how come somebody doesn't come here? How come somebody doesn't come to the hood and teach us and educate us? How come some of those celebrities and billionaires and people call us to the table?" And she says, "Son, they don't speak Portuguese. They don't speak Portuguese." I was like, "Dang it." I was like, "All right, Grandma." That day I made a decision to draw a line in the sand and stop saying, "I wish that somebody was going to come up here. I wish that my father didn't die. I wish that my stepfather wasn't murdered. I wish that, I wouldn't go on rice." And I started saying, I will become that change that I want to see in the world. I will step the game up. I will raise my standards. Because if you want something to change, we must to change. And from that day on, I keep putting myself on the tables. I keep putting myself out there, adding more value to others than anybody else around in every single thing that I do in life. and you do that, my friend, you focus on helping others, separate yourself from the outcome, be the one that adds more value to everybody around you than anybody else without expecting nothing in return. And you watch the magic happens. And eventually you get a call to be on the table. And eventually those celebrities and presidents and politicians and whoever is there you look up to, they will start coming to you. Eventually the student will become the professor. But never forget that you are eternal students. Never let this shit go over your head, because the moment that you forget what you come from, that's when everything goes down. And from now on, my friend, make a decision. Draw a line in the sand. That if you're going to think about dream and think, and you're going to do something in life, I want to challenge you to think and dream bigger. Because if it's a little kid from Brazil at age 7 years old, sold bread from 11 years in the row, making 50 cents a day, eating rice for 90 days, was able to make it to America, and now travels the world and help a whole lot of people, I think you can do it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ringo, that's a great introduction, man.
Love it.
You know, it's true.
Go, brother.
So many people take things for granted. They forget about their struggles in their younger years and forget that those struggles are an opportunity for them to now create so much strength in them to not just focus on them, but be able to focus on the ripple effect that they can create with their actions, with their behavior, with the impact, with the opportunities they have in front of them, as opposed to settling and just sitting in a square.
Well, those struggles become your success because they're the stepping stone. Who we start out to 100%. Be to who we become is totally different. Every level requires a different level to you.
I mean, look at this guy. Like, little boy selling bread on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Who would ever think if you went back then in time and you saw this boy who's gone through this tragedy of having to suffer? I mean, I don't know how hard it can be. I can't even imagine what it feels like to have to lose a dad and to lose a granddad like that, like in that way.
No, and not only that, so imagine also being told when you sharing your dreams and your stories that you're never going to go anywhere. You're going to die in the hood. You don't belong on this side of town. You're going to die in the hood. You hang out with those criminals selling bread. I'm like, I'm not hanging out. I'm selling my bread. They are selling their shit, you know? And then it's like, this is like, that's what I got to work over here, downtown. And everybody's, people are there hustling, and people are there working, and everything is going down. So, you know, and people tend to judge you, and they judge a book by its cover. They see me, they don't like my hat. You know why I have the farmer's hat? Because you got to be a farmer. A farmer works a whole year for one paycheck. How long are you willing to go without getting paid? Most people quit too soon on their dreams. Now we can empower people, getting people paid more than they would ever dream.
Instantly.
Now they can focus on their dream. Who calls people to join something before it's available to the masses? You know what I mean?
It's insane. And this is where now, this is the time where people are beginning to see it. This is where people are now realizing in the last 11 months, people are waking up to realize that, man, that job ain't secure, and there's no one that I can sit there to wait for, because anything is possible, and I better have a backup plan. And having money in the bank is not good enough.
And being able to dare to dream, you know, hats off to you, Carlos, for actually, you know, daring to dream and daring to take the action to make it happen. And we want to, you know, also invite you to actually take action for your life. You don't have to work in a job.
That's right.
You create your income, you create your lifestyle, you create your life.
100%.
And we want that for you.
You know, speaking about creating life, I mean, today it was like God sent. You know, we got these two guys here. These are both angels. That's a bell. That's a ring. That's right there. That's amen. That's amen for truth, right? That is the angel singing and saying, "You're right, Sohan. This is what we're talking about." You know why? Because Joe Natoli is another. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I think I'm pronouncing it more like an islander, but you know, we pronounce it here locally. You'll pronounce it right in Melbourne, Natoli maybe, or Natalie. But I like to say Joe. But Joe, brother, come on out and just fill in the gaps and introduce yourself, because again, you're another heavy hitter who's had a very rough background as well. And a lot of people may not know about that, but today's your opportunity to shine some light on that and share it with the world and just let people rise, knowing that how you rose, just like Carlos did, you rose in your own unique way for where you are today and what you've created. So take it away, my man, Joe Natoli. Woo!
Thanks, guys. So I think for me, like it all started when I was adopted. I'm adopted from the Philippines originally, and the same with my wife as well. She's adopted as well, and when we were adopted, that sort of set our path from there. And when I was really when in my younger years coming into 15 years old, I wasn't going down the right path. And and at that time, it sort of came to me where it was like, well, I've got two things to choose from here. Am I gonna go down the wrong path, or am I gonna see the light at the other end? And for me, what happened was I was able to see the light and be exposed by family and friends to the other side. My family sent me over to the Philippines for a good 3 months because I was going down the wrong path. They wanted me to go and see what it was like on the other side. So when I was down there, it really opened my eyes, and I came back realizing, well, I've got a chance here, living here in Melbourne, in Australia. I've got a chance to be able to make a difference. I don't live in poverty. I could have ended up as a street kid before, but now I have the chance to do something special. And I think that leads me into where we're going now, and where we're going in this direction is the fact that, you know, we've got a platform, we've got something where we can really make a difference in people's lives. A lot of people, and including myself, my background was hospitality before, is that even working in hospitality, we do these long hours, but we don't have enough time. I was realizing I've got 3 young kids, and I was realizing time was passing, and I'm at work 15, 16 hours a day, but my kids are growing up so fast, and I just thought to myself, this can't keep going on, and I've got to do something better. So I think for me, I found something, and that's what's leading us to this amazing conversation right now, which we're going to delve into.
Wow. And you know what? Again, this man's very humble, man. Like he's not telling you guys some stuff that he does, which moves and rocks the world. And we'll try and do our best to extract that from him and get it out of the table, because I'll tell you what, he's a quiet achiever. He's very silent when he does his stuff, but man, he makes some serious impact on some serious human beings and families around the world. And today's theme, I mean, is in congruence with what we're talking about. You guys all know, you know, Vas and I are on a mission to impact 100 million families and eradicate poverty, eradicate that dysfunction that exists in the family, create true love, true freedom, true joy,
yes,
true fulfillment in their family, so that there's no more dysfunction, there's no more pain, there's no more suffering that needs to happen. Even though it's a choice to suffer, there is an opportunity for someone to choose a chance to feel fulfilled and peace and love. That's right. And that's what we're fulfilling by the end of 2029. But from what's going on in the last recent few months, I reckon that 2029 date has to be changed, because it seems like it's going to be impacted even sooner with the help of leaders like Carlos and Joe and Mark and some of the boys who are not here today, some of the girls who are not here today on the call with us. They will be, so keep watching.
Yeah, we just want people to go from surviving to thriving, and you really can. It's a mindset
I mean,
shift.
you did it.
Absolutely. I was on my deathbed only 48 months ago. I crawled to stand, to walk, to talk again. And the person that I was with for 10 years never came to my deathbed. Did you hear that? He never came to my deathbed. But I made it as a world first miracle survivor. I went through a hell of a lot. Nobody should have to go through crawling, crying, and dying. And today I really want you to go from surviving to thriving. Change that dial, change that broadcast, because you can, and we're going to show you how.
This is what we're going to do. Let's shift gears a little bit. Since you're speaking about change broadcast and speak about, you know, shift that dial. Let's shift the conversation, and it's still related, but let's have a conversation about what's been happening recently, right? We have been speaking to a lot of families and a lot of individuals, helping them understand the power of investing their money, or at least using their cash that's sitting in the bank or stashed away somewhere in the house, to be able to take that and put it to use and get money, make money for them.
That's right.
Right?
It's nice in having dormant money. Allow your money to make you more money.
Correct.
That's what it's about.
And everyone's used to working for the money, but now it's times are changing. There's a lot of conversation about how to get money working for us. So something extraordinary that's happening in the world. This is as big as Bitcoin, if it's not bigger than Bitcoin in the crypto space, right? And we know that right now, your intentions, your attention has to be on gold, on silver, on diamonds, on, you know, all these precious metals and cryptocurrency.
Definitely.
And it's not one or the other. It's not about which side you take. It's not about saying, oh, I'm all about gold, or I'm all about platinum, all about diamonds, or I'm all about Bitcoin or crypto. It's not about that. It's about knowing that you got to build a portfolio and create this wealth for you, which is possible, especially through what we're talking about in the crypto space right now. It's ridiculously simple. It's ridiculously easy for the average Joe, no pun intended, Joe, to be able to jump right in, right? And be able to take advantage and position yourself right now, like in this very moment, then as opposed to being sitting there going, man, this is a difficult decision. I don't know if I've got the money skills. I don't know if I have the ability. It's none of that.
After all, most millionaires have at least 7 as a minimum and more income streams. So you don't want to just rely on a job. COVID hits, your job goes down. Where do you buy your food? How do you pay your mortgage? You want to be able to secure your future, and we want you to help. We want to help you do that now.
So let's start with this. You got a good point. If you got to start now, that means you got to apply it to your daily life and reality, right?
Definitely.
So, gentlemen, let's start with you guys. Let's take off with Carlos. You know, here's a question that we'd like to talk about. How does one person, if someone says, well, you know, Carlos, how do I use cryptocurrency on a daily basis if I have to purchase stuff? Like, how does this even make sense? I don't even know how to make sense of this whole cryptocurrency, right? All I know is the currency that I earn. What is this crypto? How do I earn with this? What do I do? How do I make purchases?
Man, I'm telling you, I really wish that somebody would have invited me to watch, you know, this right now, back in their days, in my days, you know, because guys, cryptocurrency is the future. Imagine all the currencies off the planet in just one simplified place. Basically, you can, just like how you use your money right now, you have a little bank account on the internet, on your phone, and then you have your money there, and then you use your money from there to pay for your grocery, for your car rental, for your hotel, for your airplane. You can buy just the same way how you use money. Cryptocurrency is the same thing. The same way how we use a Visa and a MasterCard, guess what? We're going to be introducing cards. How about, you know, should I go there? How about getting a
Take it there, baby. Take it there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I have, let me see. I have a silver one. I don't have a gold one. I have a silver. You know, I'm trying, I don't know. Maybe my wife took my silver card, you know. But guys, imagine getting a solid gold Visa card that you can use to buy everything.
Oh yeah,
solid gold. Like,
oh yeah.
You see, cryptocurrency is here. It's now. Is the future.
Amen.
$100 in this baby over here, Bitcoin. 10 years ago, you'd be worth tens and tens and tens of millions right now. But what happened 10 years ago? Oh, what is this? Bitcoin? Digital money? You know, I cannot hold it. I cannot touch it. I told them to make me one out of gold. I was like, now I can hold it. You know, I'll make a gold and I'll put a little B on it. You know, but here's the thing. Imagine if somebody tells, hey, look, why don't you take $100 and you put into this opportunity? I wish somebody would tell me that. They told me in around 2013 and 14, and I was still questioning, so I got in the game late in the 2017, but I'm glad that I did. But here's the thing, guys. Imagine if somebody calls you right now and say, hey, put $100 into this platform. What if that $100 could become, you know, 5,000 or 50 grand? If you imagine, you're going to spend $100 anyway in some crazy shit between now and Christmas. What if you just hold on to, take the same $100, put into something else, and now that $100, let's say 12 months go by, and you hold it patiently, and now the same 100 becomes 5 or 50 or 250. What would that do for your life, knowing that every 100 that you put away will do that? Just like, you know what I mean? Just stay here with me. That's why I don't even want to use too many crazy numbers. And that's the power of cryptocurrency. That's the power of what cryptocurrency can do. When you are around the right people, doing the right thing for the planet and helping others, people that really care for people and not just do it to make money and flashing cars and airplanes, it's powerful, guys. So basically, just look at the way how whenever somebody talks about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, coins, digital coins, whatever, just look at it. It's just like a bank account. You go on the internet, go on Google, get a link, put your username and your password. Is more secure than a bank account, you know? So, and then you have it. It can be on your cell phone and you can use it to pay and buy stuff. So it's simple. I like to teach it like I'm teaching to a 5th grade. it's like, it's a lot of technical terms. We don't need to talk about technical use. It's very, very simple to join. That's my best way to talk about Bitcoin.
I love it. Very, very,
like
very
you're gonna teach it for like a 5-year-old.
Love it.
It's true, exactly.
Love it.
Joe, there's a challenge we've seen. I mean, we live in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne is the capital hub of Bitcoin. Okay, of all cryptocurrencies, Carlos, Melbourne, Australia is the capital hub of Bitcoin. What does that mean to people who are watching right now? That means the reason it's called the capital hub of Bitcoin is that most business owners, or most businesses rather, accept Bitcoin as a payment option. So if we want to buy a coffee in a cafe, there's a high probability, as opposed to any other city in in Australia, that has a chance where these guys will take Bitcoin from us to be able to pay for. And that's interesting because that's just a capital hub. The rest of Australia doesn't necessarily have that. Now you look at the rest of the world, even the US and the UK and Canada and these countries as well, they don't necessarily have a lot of businesses accepting. And that's one of the challenges that I know we come across when we're dealing with people to talk about crypto, because they're going, okay, well, that's great. Vas and Sohan, you're telling us we can use crypto to purchase, but what do we do in situations where if businesses are not accepting it so easily? And is that really true? Or is that just someone who's naive and they don't know what's really happening? Joe?
I think like we're saying is with cryptocurrency, it's coming into the mainstream whether we like it or not. There are a lot of people, I think Carlos was mentioning it, a lot of people make it more complicated than what it is, and we really need to just make it as simple as possible. It is, you just got to look at it as like a bank account, something that you can, that's safe, and especially right now, something that we can control. Let me say that again, we can control. Not someone else, not someone that, that can take it away and say, you can have it now and have it later. No, something we can control. And I think that's the most important thing. But with businesses specifically, it'll be implemented over time. We'll see it coming in a lot more. And I think it'll be a lot more visible for the public to see Bitcoin. Like you said, Melbourne is the #1 hub, and it'll move into other states and other countries very, very soon. A lot quicker than we said.
100%. I mean, that is exciting stuff. Carlos, do you see that happening? You're in California. You're in the heartbeat. What's happening there?
Man, over here, man, I'm in Silicon Valley. Everybody here is using crypto, man. You see all the big players right now. Look what's happening, guys. Just pay attention. You see, one thing that I've been speaking for like conferences and financial companies and for many, many years. And I always tell people, follow the trend of the titans.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody write this thing down. Pay attention to what the titans are doing. What are the billionaires doing right now? What is the Google, Amazon, Facebook? What are they putting their money with? Think about it, guys. They have cryptocurrency backing the infrastructure of their companies. Just think about that for a minute. Do you think that those guys will put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars as an infrastructure to power their companies and to invest? Just think about it. These guys, they don't lose money. You know how they are. So pay attention to what the billionaires and what the titans are doing. Where are they putting their money? They are playing with hundreds of millions. Hey, you can play with $100, baby. 100. Every 100 can become 5 or 50 or 200. We don't know what's going to happen. But hey, what is $100? If $100 right now, if it's the answer of like, I cannot pay my rent, if I invest $100 in following one of our recommendations, and we're not here, full disclaimer, none of us are financial advisors. We are here because we believe in something. And if you're going to be part of something, I firmly believe in being part of something that's bigger than ourselves. And I believe we are part of something here bigger than ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
If you have $100 on the side, is spare, I would really recommend take that $100 and educate yourself and learn it. Some of the stuff that it's happening right now, because right now is historical time. That's
No,
all
you
I'm going to tell you right now. As I hint, the billionaires, all the big players, go on Twitter, look what all they are doing. There are thousands and thousands of coins being moved right now. Just
Yeah.
pay
Big
attention.
time.
Guys. Pay attention.
Yeah. Success leaves clues, doesn't it, Carlos?
Oh,
I'm
Success
telling you,
leaves clues.
I'm looking at my message over here right now. It's like, hella. People are looking at the clock and they're like, Carlos, the countdown say 20 hours. I'm like, hey,
exactly. It's all about timing, baby. You got to take action now. Now's the time. Life's too short. You got to make the most of what's there. That's really powerful.
Oh, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Strong.
I agree. Do you want to add to that? Do you want to comment on that?
As I always say, success leaves clues. So why reinvent the wheel? Just follow what the successful people do.
And
so much easier that way.
And I want to bring Vas into this conversation as well, because for someone who's new to cryptocurrency, it's great because a perspective of hers really matters a lot, because a lot of people can easily turn around and say, oh, Carlos, I mean, hang on, you hang around with celebrities, you're very successful, you're mega successful, and you already have the know-how of these things. You're in the know of what's happening, what's not happening. Joe, yeah, you're a silent achiever. That means you already have, you're very intelligent, you're a smart man. Man, you look Asian, you're definitely intelligent. Stereotype the hell out of you. And like, people will just clearly put us in a box and go, well, it's easy. You're on the show, you're a guest, so you probably know your stuff. But it's not necessarily true. I mean, a lot of us didn't know anything about crypto, right?
Exactly.
And Vas was in the same situation. Today, she's like a million times more knowledgeable about that. But hey, she woke up to it because she realized there was something there, just like all of us have done the same thing.
Exactly. And I just want to be able to actually share with you that you can do it too. Whether you're a mum, you're a dad, you're a business owner, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you've got that $100, $150, you can get in as well. Earn as learn as you earn, because this actually works. Follow the path to success that works.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, Vas, all right, Carlos, all right, Joel, I want to know, it's good for you guys what you guys are saying with Sohan, but I want to know, what is the most important thing I need to know if I'm going to get involved in the crypto space? And then I'm going to ask another question on the back of that, based on the project that we're all talking about, all working on, all excited about, and the impact we've been making in the crazy amount of short time. It's been like, we can't get the smiles off the face. Look at Luke, Carlos, he's smiling. Like, we can't get the smiles off people's faces. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So what's the most important thing that I need to know if I'm going to get involved in crypto?
I would say trust the leader that's introducing you to it. Make sure that it feels right for you. Do your research, do your own research as well. Go in with that research done. And if you trust that leader, you won't be led astray. Yeah.
That's true. Joe?
I think especially knowing the background of this project, I would say, look, it's all about positioning. Take that chance. Take massive action. What have you got to lose? Especially the fact that it's free to get in. You're not
my God. Say that again.
It's free to get involved. How many times do we as business owners do something and it puts us, we're going to pay a lot of money to get involved? This is free to have a look, free to get involved. And I think that's the main thing. Get yourself through the door, sit there, and you'll see the ball moving. Don't wait on the sideline. Just get yourself involved.
And another thing is decentralized.
Okay, yeah.
So, centralized is a bank, decentralized is not a bank. So there's no third party who's tampering with your money, or no third party that can just cut off your bank account if, for whatever reason on that particular day. You've got control over your money. This is the people's money. So it's a very, very different place to earn money from.
Oh, so that means if I owe like $1 million, you're telling me that the guys can't come and garnish my account? No. Put their hand in my account and take the
Not so easy, unfortunately.
It's not possible. It doesn't work like that. Right? Because they can't touch your crypto.
That's right.
Because cryptocurrency, Carlos, is people's money.
That's right.
Right? Gold is God's money, as they said. And cash is the devil's money, which is the bank. No offense to all my friends out there who work in the bank. My dad was a banker for a lot of years of his life, but it didn't serve him anywhere, because when it came to him having need for help, when we were evacuating Kuwait, the bank didn't even recognize him. The guy who he got the job in that same bank, when my father went back 2 years after the war had ended, to see if he could get a job back in Kuwait. The guy he meets in the bank is the guy who he got a job in there, who refused to recognize him just because he was threatened that my dad would come back and take his role. So there were no guarantees that happened in those areas.
That's right.
But with cryptocurrency, it's our money, so we have total control. We got the keys,
That's
and
right.
it's our security.
That's right.
Carlos, what's the most important thing we need to know if we're going to get involved in crypto, let alone this amazing project that we're working on?
Man, you guys just are dropping so many golden nuggets. I'm smiling over here because the number of people message me. They're like, bro, this is crazy. Like you said, I'm like, I know. You know, like right now, like my YouTube channel is like lit up. I've been getting messages after messages on social media. Instagram is going nuts. It's because like we spoke about here, guys. Like Vas say, when you follow people that you guys can relate to, and you guys like these guys over here, and they are doing an incredible job, not just in Australia, but around the world. Joe killing it around the world. All of us, why? Because consistency. We love people, and they say it over here. The key phrase. You hear what they say? Like, hold on. Hold on. Somebody doesn't speak English here. It's gratis. It's gratis. Graça. I just say in 3 languages. It's free. It's like, dude, they are. Look. Hold on. What is this? Talk about like a win-win for everybody. Imagine one time somebody say, hey, go here, get a free account, and then do this and that, and they're gonna give you a few hundred coins to register. But here's the problem: we have 20 hours. So right now, but so here's, if you're asking me what's the problem, I wish I could reset that clock to 72 hours because it's true. I have so many people right now hitting up. Oh, Carlos, the money's being transferred out. You got it. Once the money gets there, it's golden. If you have $100 or $300 to put on the side, I highly recommend. You're gonna be very happy with Mr. Carlos, Mr. Joe, Mrs. Vaz, and so on. You're gonna be very happy. I'm just but even if you don't have money, it's free to sign up. And if you follow the strategies that we are teaching, they awarding you money, coins, to sign up, that you can also promote to other people who may have $100 or $300 to get involved. And guess what? You get an override on that. So now you get exposed to something for free. You get some coins for free. You refer the people for free. If they invest, you get paid. We are telling you this over here right now live, and we are not charging you or say, grab your credit cards. Now it's coming. If you building up a crazy offer. This is worth $3,000, and my speech is worth $5,000. Joe's is Sohan and Boss, their hourly rate is worth $5,000. And now we have a $50,000 value proposition here for you. But for today only, gratis, de graça, free. You feel me? So we're not telling you to go. Like, my wife took my card away, my silver card. You know, it's like you don't have to. I love it, guys. You see why I have a smile on my face? The phone doesn't stop ringing. It's going nuts. Because of that, we are helping people out of poverty, lifting it. Right now, the world is going through a shift. You guys notice the vibration, the energy is like so, like people out there grumpy, pissed off. You know what I told them? You know what I mean? Because so much shit, right? Hold on, let me get this slightly straight here. I got a screen on the back and pass it. It's a little piece of shit. You know, so much shit out there. You know, it's a bunch of that, and then it's a bunch of bullshit too, right? You know, but you know what I tell people? If you see the bullshit alert, if you do what is easy, life right now is gonna be hard. But if you if you do what is easy, because the people around you are not pushing you, are not challenging you, then life is gonna be hard right now. But if you face the shit, right? If you go through the bullshit, you go through the rejections, you go through the no's. This is my favorite word here. Somebody says this. When they say this word, I love it. You know why? Because I'm doing it what is not easy, every day for the last 30 years, going through the sacrifice, going through the shit, going through hell, lost so many friends, murdered that disappeared, that they're no longer here, all the tears. So now I'm being rewarded in public for all the 30 years of evil that I endured in my lifetime. That's what people, they don't see it. Right now, the three of us here are being rewarded in public for all those years of rejection, all those years of
Amen.
all those years. That's what it comes down to. How hungry are you? You feel me? Come on, somebody drop that amen. Somebody light it up, that like it. Don't you? For real, we're giving you guys here the keys to the kingdom. There's a reason that's it. It's like it doesn't get that difficult. It's free. Learn it, go promote it, make some money, have a great holiday, and never give up. Never forget what you come from. You make you become rich.
This is amazing.
For real. This is
amazing. That's what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you tuning in right now, wherever you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you are, drop your comments right now. Share what you're getting out of this. Share what Carlos is sharing. Share what Joe is saying. Share your thoughts. We want to hear what you think. We want to know how you're feeling about this conversation right now, because we're right now, those of you just tuned in, you tune into the Love Money Mindset Show. We're talking literally today on topic about this particular topic about how can you think about getting all of it, like having love in your life, having relationships in your life, having money in your life, having that mindset.
Have it all.
Correct.
You can have it all.
And you can do that with G999. You can do it through different ways, but what's happening here in this historical moment is really special for a lot of people if they only knew, much like what happened with Bitcoin. You know, we didn't know. We all have an individual Bitcoin story, okay? Oh, I was too young. Bullshit. That's just an excuse. You know, you're never too young. If you're talking about too young, go and look at what some of the most successful billionaires and millionaires who are in the age group of 18 to 28. They never ever said I was too young. Heck, we met that Uber guy the other day who was 22. I was going to say 26, 22, right? He had 3 businesses along with his father.
Yeah.
He had one new business that he started online.
Investments.
He had investments. He made $100,000 in 30 days with nothing. And he's only 22.
Yeah.
Not once did we hear him say, oh, I'm too young.
No.
And he was driving the Uber to make some extra dough, some extra cash. Man, don't come up with excuses. But you know what? We all know. We all have that money story about Bitcoin. We have a Bitcoin story. But this is an opportunity where we can't miss. G999 is not one of those you want to miss.
That's right. It's time now to break through that money story, because you know what? You don't want to be where you are right now in future. You can actually change that.
Yeah.
So take that step.
Yeah. Take that step and stop, you know, not just money story.
Yeah.
Stop procrastinating and taking, you know, sitting there and owning your Bitcoin story, because this is not that. I mean, guys, let's talk about that. Let's shift gears. Let's go into it, because G999, we're making a lot of noise about it, and we're actually seeing some results coming through. Go ahead and start talking about that, Joe. Let's talk about G999. Like Carlos said something really interesting. You know, we're getting rewarded for it. We're also helping other people, and we're seeing that. So the question that comes up is, can you really build personal wealth without having to recruit people? If that's you know, for a lack of a better phrase, because a lot of people get goosebumps and they get allergies when they hear the word recruit, let alone hear the word things like affiliate marketing or network marketing or networking. So if we throw all those words aside, let's face the elephant in the room. Let's talk about it. Can you really get wealthy with this that you're talking about? Free account. What's the catch? What's going on?
I don't think there's much of a catch. I think that answering your question, with if you don't know anyone or you don't feel comfortable doing, you know, wanting to share it and you're just wanting to do it for yourself, the main bit is you can just buy assets that is going to grow as this project gets bigger, and is going to increase your net wealth. And that's what we were mentioning throughout this talk. And I think Vass mentioned it, is the fact that making your money work for you. That's the key. And we've learned that over, you know, what's happened recently with the COVID-19, where people's businesses and everything's been pulled from underneath them, you know, and we need to work a lot smarter. And I think even if you don't want to share this with anyone or you don't feel comfortable, that's completely fine. You can build your assets. And it's not just with the G999. We've got a lot more coming through, and that's what's most
exciting.
So what if I miss? What if I choose to say I'll miss it now? I'll take a miss. I'll pass on this for now.
Yeah.
and I'll look into it 6 to 12 months, right?
From now.
From now. What do you guys have to say about that? Take it away, Joe.
Oh, I think with that, if they wanted to say, look, I want to sit on the sideline, I'm happy to get involved, but I don't want to really do much at this stage. That's completely fine. Everyone goes to whatever they feel comfortable doing. But you can always jump in. The only thing is that you'll be maybe jumping in at a higher price point. But there's always going to be growth. Look at Bitcoin. People jumped in with one of our good mates. We all know he jumped in when it was $2,000. It hit now $25,000 with Bitcoin. So you can always jump in. It doesn't stop.
Love it.
Love it.
Love your humble approach.
Oh, 100%. Carlos.
Go, Carlos.
He's gonna say, I'll come through the screen.
You guys are killing. I feel like we are taking people to church here today because, but it's way more exciting, right? You're not sleeping in church or like doing crazy shit. It's like
we'll get counseling for that. No problem.
I'm telling you, bro, it's like this. Who says that? I forgot. I think it was Tony Robbins or somebody. They probably stole it from the Bible, which is in moments of decision, entire destinies are changed.
Yeah. Wow.
Just let that sink in for a minute. I want you guys to think about it. I talk about something in my book. I have this crazy book. It's like a Bible. It's called Work Like an Immigrant. And I talk about decisions and I talk about, really going forward. In that book, I go and I teach and I go to shelters around the world and I speak different languages and I give to other people that run shelters to teach the kids. So they don't have to become criminals. They can learn entrepreneurship, mindset, and strategies to grow faster, accelerator growth, get out of the hood so they don't have to commit crime. And it's all about the decisions. See, we have a decision. When I was a little kid and I saw all the evil things happening, with my loved ones, my friends, when they got murdered, I could have become a criminal and win an eye for an eye. I could have went against the system. I could have done that and be dead right now in jail. Or I could have gone the other route and decided to learn, to educate myself, to raise the standard. Because if I wanted something to change, I want to make sure that no more kids around the world who are dying out of hunger or being kidnapped or having to go commit a crime, or their parents will sell their kids, or they will sell their organs for food. Shit happens every day, guys. The training never stops. But it's all about the decisions that we make. Every decision that you made this past 2020, whenever they tell, you gotta do this, you cooked up, now you cannot leave the house. Okay. How about what else can we do by being cooked up? Let's say you cannot walk outside or you get shot. Okay, great. Now what? I gotta make a decision. What can you do? Do you have a cell phone? Do you have an internet? Okay, good. We in business. You hit me up. You hit Sohan. You call Joe. We in business, baby. You follow the strategies. You can call people. You okay? Dancing with that word that I say earlier, no, and put a big old smile in your face. And after every no, I'm telling you, it's on, baby. It's on. Like you make more money than you ever dreamed.
Say it. When you say no, they say no. You say next. Come on, say it.
They say no. You say next.
Yeah.
But so that's what I am talking about. Right now, you guys have a decision. We taking all the pressure off. It's free to join, free to learn, and get involved. Educate yourself. If you want to see and go on the ride and see how things will go, we all are here in this panel all can agree that this thing is going to take off.
Oh,
so
yeah.
come in later on in time. If you're going to come in later throughout the year, months from now, guess what? You're going to be paying a little bit more. Still going to be a great opportunity. But right now, if you have $100, $200, $300 on the side, I would highly recommend. As long as that's not going to take food from your table. If that's your last $100, then no. If you're going to buy food and pay your rent, then don't do it. Come in for free. And come in for free, get yourself some free coins and go promote and go show this to other people and be a sponge. You feel me?
Yeah. No, go for it.
You want to say something?
No,
Okay.
no,
So I wanted to jump in this one. This is really good. So let's just share. There are two things I want to ask, but I'll ask the second question in a bit. What is G999?
Yeah, good question.
G999,
We're talking about
Carlos. I know.
We haven't actually hit the nail on the
yeah.
head. It's a utility coin.
Yeah, it's a utility coin. Okay, what the hell's a utility coin? Joe, come on. Make sense out of this whole damn thing. Carlos, come on, man.
Let's go.
That goes to Joe. Like,
You're like, oh yeah, you're in the spotlight, mate. There you go.
That's what I like. I think, look, with G999, as you mentioned, it's a utility coin, and it's based on what we know. It's probably what they're calling the baby Bitcoin, and I think a lot of people find that very, very hard to understand. But as they get involved, they will start to understand how big this project is and what we're saying. It's like a baby Bitcoin. I also think, the way, and I'm going to divert a little bit, but it also is, yes, it's a utility coin, but it's also a vehicle to be able to empower, to be able to, get people to where they want to get to and live on their own terms. And I think we've been mentioning that through this whole talk, but I think it's not just a coin, but it's also a vehicle as well.
Yeah, I love that. Live life on your terms. Yeah, that's freedom, baby. That's freedom.
Own your own vehicle. Love that.
I
love that
it.
shit. That's really, really cool. Yeah. Carlos, baby, do you want to add anything to that? Oh, maybe, you know what? I have a question for you, bro. I have a question for you. Why do we have to earn? Why do we consider wanting to get this G999? I mean, I could just earn. Forget that. Why would I want to earn Bitcoin and Ethereum 24/7, 365 days a year? Instead, I can just go and focus on my company and my business, and I can focus on trading, or I can focus on, I don't know, selling and hustling, or my job. That's right. I got a fancy job. Got $300,000 a year. I'm sweet. I wear a Rolex, which I paid on finance. And I'm sweet. No one knows that. I hang out every Friday with my mates. We grab a beer, we grab some wine, get stoned or get drunk. I'm cool, bro. Why do I need to focus on making money on Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially if they're going to pay me on autopilot every day, 24/7?
Let me tell you something, man. I'm an international businessman. I got businesses in America. Most of my business are in USA and Brazil, but I also have offices in other countries. And but let me tell you something about USA and Brazil, man. USA, as you guys know, we have the dollar, right? And in Brazil, we got the real. So right now, one thing that those two currencies have in common, they are going down big time, and they keep printing more of this shit. So you can think about it, right? If you're gonna print something, right, and you're gonna print, what do you think happens with the real value of that paper? To begin with, it's just a piece of paper. People sometimes they try to argue, oh, this is digital. I'm like, yes, it works way more than your paper, because my digital coins go up. The dollar and the reais that I get from all the business, they go down. So it's like this. My coins go up, the reals go down. Thank God I know what I know now. But think about it. Would you prefer to get paid on something that they're going to keep printing? They're not going to stop printing. Let me tell you something, a little secret here, because I know stuff. They're going to print trillions of more of this crap, of this paper. So in your country, it might not be as big as that number, but it's still going to be a whole lot more printing going on right now because of COVID.
The US is sitting at what, 50 trillion plus right now in debt. 50 trillion in debt alone.
The more that your hard-earned dollar goes down, under and under and under. So it's insane to continue with this stuff. The definition of insanity is to do the same stuff over and over and over. So what I recommend you guys is to find yourself. Look, here's the thing. The 9 to 5, the 40 hours a week, that shit is over. That no longer work. If you don't have a side hustle right now, a side business that you are earning in crypto right now, daily, 24/7, 365 days, Ethereum and Bitcoin, even if it's just 0.001 or 2 Bitcoins in Ethereum, that thing gets up big time because that stuff is worth a lot of money, more than gold and diamond in the stuff that they are printing, the paper. So my biggest recommendation, find yourself a side hustle, whether it's with us here, with the three of us, or is something else related to cryptocurrency that you can earn in crypto. Right now is a historical time. If you don't listen to me right now, I'm telling you, 6 months, a year is going to go by. Like, man, that Brazilian guy with the sombrero, he was right. Man, those little coins, man, I switch my mind from earning dollars, Canadian dollars, reais, pesos, yen, whatever is your currency, to now earning cryptocurrency. You have a skill set, you're going to work for another country, you tell them, you know what? Do not pay me in my currency, pay me in Bitcoin. When I go over there and I speak and I will do coaching or consulting, I tell them, do you have Bitcoin? You have Ethereum? You pay me on that stuff. I prefer all day get paid in that versus getting paid in the currency of the country or the country that I'm from, or if you're international, because it's crazy. So that's the important thing right there. Money, it would never stop printing. Crypto, Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoins out there. So what do you think? It's no more than 21 million. Money, you're going to print. So it's going to keep going down. So it's not that hard to understand, guys. Just listen. It's just follow us here. Find yourself a side hustle and go. Let's go make some coins. Let's
boom.
Woo!
Yeah, baby.
Love it.
That needs up.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. Joe, I got a question for you. What's the most important thing that people really need to know with this launch of the G999?
The most important thing that they need to know,
Yeah.
I'd say the most important thing that they need to know is, like, going back to what I was saying before, is just positioning. Getting involved with someone. As you were mentioning before about, you've got to choose a strong leader. You got to choose someone that you trust. You want to work with people that want to create a community. The big things about community as well. So the first thing you need to know is obviously get in position, get with your community, and then be able to then expand the community and get more people involved. And by doing that, we can empower more lives in the same way.
Yeah. Joe, just a little heads up for everybody. If they get in before it actually launches, so in the US, the 15th is tomorrow, so that's when, it launches in the US. What's the benefit of getting in before that date? What's the benefit?
Well, the benefit right now, getting in before that date, is the fact that the coins are at a certain price. And because we've got an advantage now, because we're in soft launch, we're able to get coins at 30% more than what we're getting 30% more for our dollar than we are when it goes onto the market.
So what would be an example of that for the guys who not good at math?
So to give you an example of that, if someone puts in $100, they're getting about 5,000 coins. When we're referring to 100 US.
Wow. That's
so if you look at it, guys, and this goes back to the Bitcoin days and what we're talking about, if that goes up 2 cents, you've doubled your money. If that goes up 2 cents, you've doubled your money. So this is the power of where it's going. And based on what I was saying with that whole model, the deflationary and inflationary, we've got a deflationary model, which then pushes up that coin.
Okay, go there now. Go there to that deflationary. Let's talk about that. What the hell is this deflationary model? Sohan, Vass, Joe, Carlos, what the hell is this deflationary, let alone crypto? What are you guys all about? Tell me, how does it make a difference to my life? Yeah. If a cryptocurrency, whether it's G999 or Bitcoin or anything else, is deflationary or inflationary, whatever. Why? What is it so important? What's the importance of this? What's the
important? So the thing that we can compare it against is Bitcoin. We know that Bitcoin halves after a certain period of time, which then decreases the amount of coins on the market, which pushes the price up, and that's why we're looking at it right now. And what is it? It's about 26,000 Australian dollars. So that's a good example of what we've got here. The more people use goods and services, the more people buy the coins, more transactions that go through the system. that price of that coin goes up.
Yeah.
So that's what the value is for us. And it goes back to what we were saying before. If you don't want to share it with anyone, but you just want to do it for yourself, you just hold that asset. That asset goes up. That can change a lot of lives, especially for
Love it.
Well, Carlos, what about? Sorry.
Great explanation. You keep it really simple. That's what I love, Joe, because at least that way everybody, tuning in can really understand.
Yeah.
For those that have never been in crypto before, or they've never heard of G999. So well done.
For those tuning in right now into the show, welcome to the Love Money Mindset Show.
Yeah.
You are right now hanging out with the two heavy hitters in the world, Carlos Sequeira, or Sequeira, as he likes to say. If you're in India, that same spelling, by the way, Carlos, I don't know if you know this, bro, but the same surname in India, the Portuguese Indians, they call it Sequeira. Interesting. But you say it's pronounced as Sequeira, like
like the bug.
Like the bug. Sequeira. Hey, make the sound of the bug. Let's go. Let's hear the whistle. I love it.
That's what I do. That's what I do to myself when I hear opportunities like this. You know how sometimes we have doubts about things, right? So I have this thing with me. Whenever I hear something really good, and I was like, hold on, it's free. I don't need my credit card. I can learn. I get around amazing people like them. And by now I am fat, so I can look skinny like the three of them and look beautiful. And then, you know what I do? I go, wait a minute, and I give myself a yellow card. And if I keep arguing with myself, I go, because think about it, right? Think about it. If you are doubting this, right? I want you guys to think about something. When is the last time that you doubt your own doubts? Let that sink in for a minute, right? When is the last time that you doubt your own doubts? And what have that brought into your life? Are you still doing what is easy? If your life is hard right now, it's coming from a good place, because I come from poverty. It's because you are doing what is easy. And again, it's because sometimes you see opportunities like this and you're like, I tried to do getting into crypto before and it failed, or I tried to do a network marketing thing before. This is not a network marketing thing. This is not a crypto thing. This is the baby Bitcoin being born. This is about to go down. Like I always say, it's about to go down. Hashtag it's about to go down. Come on. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. But that's the stuff, guys. I really want to challenge you guys, because we are not trained to think this way. Yeah, you know what I mean? When is the last time that you start thinking? When you are thinking, right? You're like, man, this guy Carlos, man, it makes sense, and it comes from a great place. He's not just one of those rich fuckers out there. He's like, no, he's been in the hood. He comes from, you know what I mean? He's like, he's done it. He's walking the talk. He has the receipts to prove it. But now I got you thinking, and I want to ask yourself another powerful question. When is the last time that you start thinking about your own thinking? Let that sink in for an extra minute, because we are not trained to think this way. We are not trained. We are trained to, okay, they tell us something, we just do it, whatever the news say, whatever the priest, whatever the mom or pop says. No, hold up. What is the last time that you did yourself? You're like, you know what? This is my dream. I have a story. I can do it. If all of us over here, look, all of us come from nothing. You see Boss in deathbed, left by herself. Sohan, crazy story in background. Joe, myself, all of us. We all come from nothing. You know, we are here, successful, helping other people globally. Yeah. You can do it. You can be greater than us, better than us.
Yes.
As long as you draw a line in the sand and you say, you know what? Like whenever I meet some of my mentors, I say, hey, you better be prepared, baby. I'm coming on that stage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know why? Whenever people, hey, you don't get, Carlos, people ask me all the time when you're speaking and you're going backstage and some big names are there. And then they go, you don't get like nervous to speak in a stadium for 30,000 people? And I go, I don't, baby. This is like, this is my ring. They don't know my story. Yeah. They don't know your story. That's so right. When you see, the pressure is on them. They are the big timers. They don't know us. They don't know that. When I came over here, you see this fat guy with the sombrero. You're like, who the heck is he? You didn't know my story. Once I start telling you and you know that I care, my mission is to make poverty history. I don't care about, excuses and about other people's agenda and other people's emotion. See, what people think about me and about you, you know what I always say? It's none of our business.
That's right. That's right.
So that's what I want you to do. Believe in yourself a little bit more today than what you
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Write a book about it.
you're thinking more often. That's
100%.
you feel me? I'm telling you.
Well said. He's charged up. It's ready to go, man. Listen, this is really cool because I want to ask a couple more questions, and then what we're gonna do is bring it to a close with some final thoughts from all three of you.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to find out. Like, there are three questions I have. One, and only because this has come up in the past, so I wanted to be able to, for us to be able to have this conversation on the panel and really let people know. We're 100% transparent. I mean, heck, last night. Just so you know, I'm sidetracking, but last night we're sitting with a group of, I don't know, they were close to about 18, 19 people. 18, I think they were, 18 all up. 18 plus the co-host and me, so there's about 20 people, all of us in the Zoom call, right? And I was so transparent with these guys. We went ahead and said, I'll take you to the back office. I'll show you. You know, forget about talking because it's easy to talk. Let's show you guys some stuff, right? And we all know in marketing, one of the best way to market and help someone to see the power of service and offer is to be able to show them, not just tell them. So when they saw the back office, now mind you, it's not like we have a millions of dollars worth of, in the last, we just got involved from the second. But for someone who got involved from the second of this month, during the soft launch, where we generated about $4,800 US. We got paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum combined worth $4,800 in 12 days. By the way, that's US dollars. In Australia, the average salary
It's 55,000 a year.
A year is 55,000, which is about 4,500 Aussie dollars a month. Guys, when they saw that we showed them how we could generate 4,800 US dollars in 2 weeks
and
under 2 weeks and be able to duplicate that, they went crazy. They went crazy. When they saw the G999 coins just fall into the account right there, they went crazy. When I showed them the notifications and showed them how we get these notifications and get these micro payments of, oh, you earned a commission of Bitcoin, you earned a commission of Ethereum. They were like, oh my God, all 18 of them.
100% conversion.
Absolutely. 100% conversion for all you sales, marketing, and business owners out there, right? On a webinar, right? When was the last time you had 100% conversion on your webinar with your pitch, right? This is something you want to think about. And all we did was really share them what it was. And they were like, we're in. And I'm not kidding. We went to sleep. The guys on the call said, hey, give us the host. Make us the host on the Zoom call. We'll just take over. We want to sit and create the accounts right now. So when you go to sleep, went to sleep. There were about over 25 people overnight in about 5-6 hours. Not 18, 25 plus people have gone ahead and got their free accounts. And
now there's 55.
They put $100 and they got more. They got like the G999 coins. Like, it's insane. They just went crazy because they know about positioning is important. So I want to ask you this question. What do you do if you don't like to sell or recruit? Number one. Okay. That's the first question. What do you do with that? What do you do, babe? Like, you're a woman and also you're not a crypto expert, but you love the space and you're really successful in it now. What do you have to say about that? And then,
well, it's not a matter of selling, it's a matter of serving. So when you can actually make that shift from sales to service, it's sharing an opportunity rather than going in with the wrong intention. You go in with the ability to want to actually share. And I think when you come from a place of wanting to share, you don't have that desperation, like, join me, come on board, I need you. It's a very different energy. There's a flow and a person feels that. You're just sharing that opportunity. You're showing them your back office, and you're allowing them to be able to make a decision for themselves. It's permission-based service, selling. So, yeah, that's what I'd do.
Okay. And Joe, what do you think?
I'm on the same page. I think it's all a mindset thing. A lot of people say to us, or I've heard heaps of people say, I don't like selling. I don't like selling anything. But what they don't realize is that when they go to a job interview, you're selling yourself. So you do it every day. We've been taught to do it every day. Except with this mindset thing is if we change the mindset and go, hang on, we're not selling. we're sharing,
Yeah.
like it's
Right.
more powerful.
And you're an introvert yourself, right? You're an introverted entrepreneur. Like you're not the typical guy who's like, typical salespeople. They think typical
Yeah.
sales is not necessarily true, but they think, oh, you're in sales, you're cut out for sales. Why? Because you're just, overly friendly and peacocky, and you're showing. Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Those people could be the worst salespeople on the planet.
That's
But
right.
you're an amazing guy in sales. You build businesses, and you also are impacting. You're getting value. You're getting results for people. That's the power of showing business. What do you have to say about that as far as sales are concerned? How do you deal with that as far as helping people and showing them the way?
For me, it's all about relationships. Everything is
Amen.
and it's making them, like the way I sort of saw this. I go, look, I want to create a community. I want to create relationships, and I want to treat them like I would treat my own family. That respect. They're joining your own family. And the amazing thing I like about this is that you are literally sharing a concept and making friends for life, and that's and you're getting paid for it, and that's what's amazing. That's what.
Love
oh my God, what do you do for a living? I make friends for life.
Yeah, wow.
Love that.
That's amazing, bro.
Love that.
Ladies
It's a
and
beautiful
gentlemen,
way to see it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump in and say, for those of you watching right now, you're listening to two amazing, heart-centered, soulful leaders in the entrepreneurial space, in the business space, and in the crypto space. They're moving and shaking and changing people's lives right now, along with us. And we are very humbly happy, excited, and privileged to want to work and lock arms with these two amazing guys and really serve the planet and really help you guys to change your life. So if you're jumping in right now and you're tuning in, don't worry, catch the replay once it's done. But tune in right now because we're talking about an important subject. Carlos, he knows sales, dealing with people who are skeptical, right? Dealing with people who don't like sales and they feel icky about sales. And man, take it away.
We all need a Carlos in our pocket. Come out, brother. Shine your light. Boom.
Isn't it, guys, and it's such a freedom once you realize that sales is serving. It's almost like this. Let's say somebody that you really love comes to you and gives you something very cool, right? When you're a kid and you get that toy, what do you want to do? You want to go share with your friends, right? Because sharing is caring. And if you have something very, very cool that can help reduce the amount of poverty, bring more happiness and more love and more prosperity to your neighbors and to your friends, if you don't talk about it, you're doing a discernment, because you are not selling when you're talking. You are serving. You are sharing something that it doesn't require them to spend any money. They can come in for free. They can grab themselves the free coins, and they can just sit and hold on to those coins. But why are you gonna sit and just sign in and get yourself a free coins when you can talk about it? How excited you are! Hey guys, I got involved in this opportunity, and they gave me 999 coins. Would you like to know how to get it? You don't have to pay me nothing. You don't even have to have your credit card to sign up. All you need is your name and your email and your password. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not sales. You are serving someone else in need. And then as the company has so much exciting things going on, it's an utility coin. You don't have to understand all the technology. All you have to understand is that this company is bringing things together. They are necessary for hundreds of millions of people's lives and businesses to be conducted. Don't we need to use our cell phone? Don't we all send text message daily? Don't we all send emails daily? Don't we all use a credit card to pay for grocery and fees? Don't we all? And guess what? This company is involved in multiple things that are attached to the necessary things that we all need for survival.
And I'm smiling like crazy because I'll tell you.
So how hard is it? And that's why I like to explain this way. It's like you teaching a 5-year-old. How hard is it to do exactly what I just say over here? You can listen to me 10 times and you say exactly as I told you. It's not hard. And you're not selling, you are serving. That's what it comes down to. When you make the shift in your mind, hey, I'm not selling, I'm serving.
That's
So
right.
imagine how you come out like bam, like the energy, like right now you are feeling me, like I'm in your face. I wanna
Oh yeah.
grab your cheeks, right? So that's the spirit. When we make that shift, guys, you have no idea. You make that shift, and a whole new you will come out.
Yeah.
Amen.
They're
Amen.
gonna feel it. They're gonna feel your energy. They're gonna feel your love. They're gonna feel your happiness and your kindness. Really want to better people around you, and it's such a beautiful feeling.
It
I
is.
cannot say it. I cannot. It's any other ways that I can put it to you by going back and listen to this whole thing like 10 times and taking massive notes. Writing is the doing part of thinking. Just take massive notes and go share with as many as people as possible.
Oh yeah.
My best advice for you, if you really want to end the turmoil and the chaos that you've been through in 2020, if you've been going through some crazy shit.
This is the time to do it. Absolutely. We got a comment coming in. We got some comments coming in. I mean, there's this unbelievable excitement. Angelica says G999 combines gold-like scarcity with the spendable nature of cash.
Yeah.
As a permissionless, decentralized cryptocurrency, G999 requires no trusted third parties and no central bank. I repeat, G999 requires no trusted third parties, mind you, and no central bank. Unlike traditional fiat currency or money, G999 does not depend on monetary middlemen such as banks and payment processors.
That's what we love about it.
That's right. Angelica is the queen of our man Joe right here.
Oh, Angelica.
And they're on the same wavelength.
Joe
That's
girl.
beautiful.
Woo.
This is a blessing. A lot of times partners are not aligned with the same thing, but it's a blessing when you have that synergy and you have that build. That's what we speak about, how you can really create love and money and mindset in the same. You can have it all. You just need to have the right company. You said that before. You got to have the right people around you to be able to create that, right?
That's right.
Look what's happening here. I mean, Adrian Booth, congratulations. He's like, how do I buy, right? And then a few minutes later, he's like, I've opened an account. And then he's screaming out, he's like, guys, I need help with G999. Need some guidance.
And then he's got his number.
Oh my God, he checked his number.
Adrian.
He's like, please, give him check his number. We will not put his number up there. Although it's
I'm telling you, he said no one is listening. Hold on, leave that comment on the stage. I'm taking a photo of this show. Hold on.
No one
let me move my suit. Hold on. No one is moving. Hold on. I'm going to the Silicon Valley tomorrow. Let me change my hat. Hold on. I want to take a photo.
He's like, please.
Hey, guys. Hey, here's a hat. Whenever you go on stage or you're in an interview, you change your shirt or your hat now. It looks like you did two of them.
Go for it. Take a photo.
Look at that. Everybody, big old smile. Hey, come back here.
Wait, with the camera. There we go. 1, 2.
Don't mess with me. Okay, but guys, you see what we just did there? Why? You took a screenshot. Nice. This over here is social proof, right? We're here serving, and now all of it, they see 3 people together, people commenting, is social proof. How hard is to do something like this? I guarantee you, if you go out there right now, Adrian, he's lucky that he knows Sohan. He's lucky because now he's going to go out there and he's going to share with all his people. And I guarantee you, Sohan and Boss, they're very busy, but they will take the time if he's hungry to go share with his tribe, where now they can interview each other, just like Sohan is doing here with Joe and myself. And guess what? Now you can do the same thing. You can duplicate and people, guess what's gonna happen? The same thing, because people are gonna see it, they're gonna feel it. Hold on, leave that there over there, John. Let me take a screenshot of that one. This man, Angelica, you are killing it, baby. I love her name. That's the name of my loving wife too.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
There's a connection. There is a spiritual connection, and we want you guys to know that. Even people watching this episode right now, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, there's a purpose why you're here and you're watching this, right?
Thanks.
It's really, really important for you to know that there is no coincidence why you're listening to this or watching this, whenever it is, whether it's live or whether you're watching the replay.
There's always a message, when you're about to actually embark on something. Have you ever seen those symbols, those signs? You're walking past street names. Yeah, take this as your opportunity to be able to change your life in 2021 onwards. Woo! Let's do it.
So Angelica said, you got the diamonds in the rough. You are all blanketed with dignity, with a servant heart. Thank you. Keep shining your light, because we need more leaders right now to show how easy we can really regain autonomy for our lives. So we have more time in our lives to live out our gifts that God has really given us to do this on earth. And this is true.
Wow.
Love your energy, she said.
Yeah.
It's true. You know,
Oh,
you
I've
guys are
lived
bringing
it. I've died. I've come back.
Amen.
I know what's really important. I promise you, you're not counting your pennies on your deathbed.
That's
but
right.
as you're living, money actually is freedom. It helps you to help yourself and to help others. So let's do it. Let's do it together in unity, in unison, in friendship. Let's make money. Let's make building money fun.
I'm getting ready to go on this one.
Fun.
Back on the screen, the one that she did earlier about decentralized, and then play it. I'm gonna go. This is gonna go on YouTube. No, the other one. The one.
There you go, baby. So
that's the one. Yep.
That's the one. G999, baby. This is what we're talking about. So you need celebration, everybody. You guys need to take note.
Put some music on.
This is really, 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 really important.
It's about to go down. We are live over here right now. Look at that.
Love it.
I just got 3 outfits over here, 3 sets of photos and videos.
Good man. That's what you need, baby. We need to bring the word. You know, Damien said, beautiful people all together. That's really cute. Really love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, you know, don't worry, Adrian. We got your back, my man. And he said it. You know, he's been a broker for 7 years, and now it's time for change. How many of you are in the same boat? You're looking for change. You're sick and tired of it, or you're forced to change. Right? You got to move out of the zone that you're comfortable in, and you got to be able to create something that you've never created before, so that you can have what you never had before, that you're dying to have. You're living for it. You're craving for it. We want to create that for you guys.
That's right.
This is where you get it.
If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten.
Amen.
It's time to raise that vibration. It's time to raise that standard, to reclaim your life.
Amen.
Create your life. The time is now.
It's party time, baby. It's party time. It's party time.
Let's go.
So, you know, with parting words, I want to have some final thoughts. I did say that there was another question there, and I think you guys answered the questions around, you know, what is it that people are skeptical? What now? I think one question that is important to ask is this. We're speaking about, you know, Carlos mentioned it before, Joe mentioned it before. You can take $100 and turn that into $100,000 in the next 12 months. You can take $150 and you can turn that into, you know, $10,000 or $200,000 in the next 9 to 12 months or 10 to 12 months. How do you guys do that? How do we do that? I mean, it's best coming from you guys and sharing that. How does one do that? What do they need to do to get that ball rolling?
Joe, take it away.
Oh yeah.
I think the first thing is, like we've mentioned throughout this thing, is making a decision. Make the decision. Forward. You want to make a change in your current life right now.
Yeah.
Once you've made the decision, let's take massive action. Get in contact with these guys here, and let's move forward and make some real change, guys. Both in yours and
Love it. Love it.
Love it. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Carlos, brother.
You're right.
I couldn't agree more. You know, it's all about like understanding. Right now, you guys are fired up. You guys are watching us. You know, one of the things that I learned a long time ago: never leave a site without making that powerful decision. Do not leave this site. Do not go anywhere else, or do stop scrolling after you leave here. I want you to, right after you are done here, make the decision. I'm going to go in full in. I'm going to take 2021 resolution starts right now. You go and you follow those guys right here, guys. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, that's a whole lot of greatness and prosperity coming on your way. But make the decision today. As I always like to say, man, wake up. If you do it, if you just follow everything that we talk about over here, every day from now on, you're going to wake up with a whole lot of more determination. And then we will go to bed with satisfaction because you do a whole lot of action. Come on, Brother Carlos. Hey, you will imagine every single day waking up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction because a whole lot of action. I'm telling you, it's no more. We're gonna make a decision instead of just be living. We're gonna start to live and feel alive and feel the energy and feel that vibe and elevating that vibrancy and the frequency around you and share the love with others around you. And don't hold back. Go for that no, baby. Feel in love with the struggle, feel in love with the rejection, and dance with that, baby. And take lessons.
That's right. As I learned on my deathbed, it's not rejection, it's redirection.
Yeah.
Love it. So here are some final thoughts. First of all, I want to thank both of you.
Thank you, guys.
Really for making the time. I know we've gone beyond. We've actually spent like an hour and a half. We were supposed to have you guys just for showing up for 15 minutes and bold. But I guess this conversation is really important. This is a genuine. Listen, this is not hyperbole. This is not fake hype that's coming through. This is genuine excitement because it's true. What's happening in the behind the scenes, what we're seeing, staying up late at night and doing this thing and long days. We're seeing people's lives change in front of our eyes. We're seeing their financial situation, their bank accounts looking different. It's a very different place to be. And we've all on this call experienced poverty. That's why we're so passionate about it, having to help people to get financially free and to be able to end that poverty for them. Because we know what it's like to live in the car. We know what it's like to be homeless. We know what it's like to come to a crossroad and not know what to do the next moment, where to get money from to eat. We know this. So we want to say that this is genuinely, something that we're excited about, we're really truly passionate about, and we will do every single thing while we can breathe in our bones to make sure that we can help you, even if you think you're not ready, because at some point you will feel like you want to join the movement and you will feel like wanting to be part of it, because you will see very soon, if not yet, that cryptocurrency is the way for you to own your money, because that's your money, not the bank's money.
Yeah, it's time to have a Merry Christmas with crypto. Take that chance, take that step, because your life is about to change. We're ready for you.
That's right. Carlos Sequeira, Joe Natoli. Ladies and gentlemen, give these guys a big round of applause. Thank you so much for showing up. We love you. You guys are freaking rock stars. I mean, we'll do this again. We're going to keep doing this over and over. But for those of you who are not yet ready or who are just tuning in or have been listening all this time, I want G999.com. That's where you need to go right now. Get your free account if you want to now take advantage of positioning yourself and be ready to want to have G999, because come the 15th, it's 20 hours or less than 20 hours, baby. I think it's less than 20 hours. I'm going to give you guys a real time.
19 hours. I'm looking at the clock.
There you go. Carlos is looking at it. 19 hours, man. I'm telling you, you got 19 hours and 52 minutes. If you got 19 hours, 52 minutes right now, if you're watching the replay, it's a different story. You're part of history. But if you're ready right now, go. Get yourselves a free account. Get in there. Have a play. $100. We all spend $100 like that. Like, what's $100, $200? It's not a lot of money. It is in a lot of countries. I agree. There are third world countries and developing nations. I agree. And what Carlos said was true. If it's gonna be something that is gonna be your last amount to pay your bill or eat your food,
do it.
Don't. Please don't. But come on. Most people have at least $100 or $150 to just spend it anyway in a whole week. Put it towards good use. You're not spending it. I just want to say this. Can I say this?
Go for it.
We're not spending the $100 that we're talking about. What Carlos said, what Joe shared, what Vas said. You're not spending it. You're basically using that $100 of Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you don't have any, go and buy yourself some Bitcoin or Ethereum. I mean, hello, you should do it anyway. And then you're taking that Bitcoin or Ethereum of $100 worth, and you're trading it, exchanging it for G999 coins. Because tomorrow, when this goes live I was going to say stock exchange, crypto exchange, it's going live on 3 exchanges, including their own exchange, who've created the creators of G999. That means you will now have a chance to realize that it's going public. It's like I said yesterday, it's like lemons. If I gave you guys, and I said to you, if Vas and I came to you and said, hey guys, we've grown these lemons, they're right now at 2 cents. They are the best in the market. Tomorrow, we're taking them to the Victoria market. We've got a market here called Victoria Market in Melbourne. If you've not known, that's a place to go. Every tourist goes there. You want to know that? It's a place where you go and buy your veggies on a Sunday or Saturday. We're moving this to the market. These lemons, I promise you, are going to be sold for at least $1.36. But you can have them for 2 cents. How many do you want? It's tonight. Take it. You only have 19 hours. Because tomorrow you can take those same, come there and feel free to sell them for $1.36 or even more. Your decision. Now, would you take the lemons or would you say, nah, I'll just go and pay whatever? No, you take the lemons, baby. This is what it's about. G999. Take your lemons, baby. Exchange them with your Bitcoin or Ethereum and go and see your life change. We believe it. We're not financial advisors. This is what we believe. If you don't want to believe us, that's your call. But if you do feel something, come along with us on the ride and see what happens, because we're all in the same boat.
You got nothing to lose,
100%.
only to gain. So
correct, because if you panic tomorrow, and if Vass panicked tomorrow and said, babe, this is a bad decision, let's just get rid of the G999, we want the money back, no problem. It's Bitcoin or Ethereum. That G999 is going public on the exchange.
Trade it.
I'll trade it back to Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I'm sweet. And then I can take it and go and cash it. I'm not losing any money.
Yeah.
So you got no bullshit excuse to tell
risk.
any of us.
There's no risk.
Correct. Zero risk. And it's 100% decentralized.
Exactly.
Come on. I'll freaking pay you guys $100 to get the damn inside and get a free account. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Woo!
So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
I want to honor my queen for supporting us on this. I love it a bit.
I love you.
This show is
Good
not
job,
possible
babe.
without her.
Thank you.
This whole journey is not possible without her. Always need a partner in justice. Thank you so much, Joe. You're a blessing to our life. It's your fault that we're creating such amazing results for more people now. And Carlos, it's your fault too, because you're an amazing soul. You're a fucking angel.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful soul. Sorry, I swore. But I just want to say, I love you.
We love you. You're a brother from another mother.
Oh my gosh.
We love you.
Thank God for coming into our life and continue doing the amazing, great job that you do, and you bless everyone. So
You're
thank you guys.
inspiring. We love you. We love you both.
Love you guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you share this or watch the replay.
Woo.
Talk to you guys soon.
Love you guys. Ciao.